Kenya's history is a powerful journey of resilience, resistance, and reinvention. From ancient trade routes along the coast to the struggle against colonial rule and the hard-won independence of 1963, the story of Kenya is one of a nation constantly shaping its own destiny. Kenya sits right on the equator in East Africa, hugging the Indian Ocean to the southeast. It shares borders with Tanzania, Uganda, South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Somalia. From arid plains to lush highlands and the dramatic Great Rift Valley, Kenya's landscapes are as diverse as its wildlife, and that's saying something. Kenya officially became independent in 1963, ending decades of colonial rule under Britain. Jomo Kenyatta became the country's first prime minister, and a year later, in 1964, Kenya became a republic with Kenyatta as president. Early on, the nation worked to unite its diverse ethnic groups and lay the foundations for governance, stability, and national identity. Before independence, Arab traders and European explorers were active along the coast, with the British establishing the East Africa Protectorate in 1895, later the Kenya colony in 1920. Daniel Arap Moi, 1978 to 2002, ruled through one-party politics, later introducing multi-party elections in 1991. Mwai Kibaki, 2002 to 2013, oversaw economic growth but faced the 2007 to 2008 post-election violence. Uhuru Kenyatta, 2013 to 2022, dealt with disputed elections and a historic Supreme Court annulment, later reconciling with rival Raila Odinga. William Ruto became Kenya's fifth president in 2022, taking over a vibrant and ambitious nation. Kenya's history is full of resilience, political twists, and steady progress, sometimes messy, always fascinating. In Kenyan politics, power doesn't only sit in office, sometimes it stands just behind it. Key political kingmakers often include influential regional leaders and coalition builders who command large voting blocs. Figures such as Raila Odinga, Musalia Mudavadi, and formerly Uhuru Kenyatta have played decisive roles in shaping alliances and influencing presidential outcomes. In Kenya, the elections aren't just contests, they are carefully negotiated chess matches. And the kingmakers? They know exactly which move matters most. Sometimes leadership is about winning the vote. Other times, it's about delivering it. Since independence in 1963, Kenya's leadership story has evolved across generations. First President, Jomo Kenyatta, served as Prime Minister from 1963 to 1964, before becoming Kenya's first president when the nation became a republic on December 12, 1964. A central figure in independence and Pan-African thought, he helped shape the young nation's foundation. The current president, William Ruto, became Kenya's fifth and current president on September 13, 2022. His leadership represents a new chapter in Kenya's dynamic political journey. From founding vision to present governance, Kenya's presidency reflects the country's steady evolution. And finally, where brilliance is sharpened, Kenya's top universities. First is University of Nairobi, the largest and oldest public university in the country. Big campus, big research, big reputation. Next is Kenyatta University, known for its strong research programs and wide range of academic courses. If options were a sport, KU would win. Then there is Moi University. Based in Eldoret, it's recognized for comprehensive academic offerings and producing top professionals. Education in Kenya isn't just about degrees, it's about building leaders for the continent and beyond. Now let's talk about some Kenyan icons, the kind of people who make you want to update your life goals immediately. First is Wangari Maathai, environmental hero and founder of the Green Belt movement. She became the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. Trees were planted. History was made. Then there is Ngugi wa Thiong'o, a literary giant and global scholar, known for championing African languages in literature. If books had royalty, he'd wear the crown. Next is Eliud Kipchoge, a marathon legend. Olympic champion. The man who broke the 2-hour marathon barrier. Basically, he runs faster than most of us think. We also have Sauti Sol, an Afropop powerhouse group known for hits like Live and Die in Africa. Smooth vocals, powerful lyrics, and undeniable vibes. And finally Lupita Nyong'o, Academy Award-winning actress who rose to fame in 12 Years a Slave and went on to star in major global films. Talent. Unmatched. Presence. Magnetic. From environmental change to world stages and world records, Kenya produces greatness. Kenya doesn't just celebrate, it celebrates properly. Music, color, competition, and sometimes camels. First we have Lamu Cultural Festival. Held in the historic island town of Lamu, this festival is all about Swahili culture, dhow races, donkey races, poetry, henna, and tarab music. Yes, donkey races. No, they are not slow. Next is Lake Turkana Cultural Festival, Tabongulo. Up north in Loangalani, over a dozen communities come together in a vibrant show of unity. Expect bold costumes, powerful dances, and enough color to overload your camera roll. Then there is Maralal International Camel Derby. 3 days. Camels. Racing. Local warriors and international competitors. It's exactly as epic as it sounds. And finally, we have Ruzinga Island Festival. On Lake Victoria, the Suba community celebrates with boat races, wrestling, storytelling, and amazing local cuisine. Basically, it's culture with a view. In Kenya, festivals aren't just events, they're experiences. Alright, if you really want to understand Kenya, start with your taste buds. Warning, you might get hungry listening to this. First up, ugali. The real MVP. It's a thick, dough-like staple made from maize flour and water. No forks needed, you eat it with your hands and use it to scoop up stews like a pro. Nyama choma literally means grilled meat. Usually goat or beef, roasted over charcoal until it smells like pure happiness. Add some fresh kachambari on the side and suddenly life is good. Sukuma wiki means stretch the week. It's sautéed greens cooked with onions and tomatoes, affordable, simple, and the reason many households make it to Friday. Githeri is the one-pot legend. Boiled maize and beans, sometimes fried up with potatoes and spices. It's hearty, humble, and proudly Kenyan. And finally, chapati. Soft, flaky, pan-fried perfection. Originally from India, but at this point, it's basically family. So yes, come for the safari, stay for the food. Kenya's creativity is not confined to galleries, it lives in markets, villages, then everyday life. From intricate Maasai beadwork to Kisii soapstone carvings and Akamba wood sculptures, Kenyan craftsmanship tells stories through color and texture. You'll find vibrant jewelry, hand-woven kiondo baskets, leather goods, and even recycled metal art in markets like Kariaka Market. Each piece carries heritage, skill, and a signature touch of identity. In Kenya, art isn't just decoration, it's tradition you can hold in your hands. Let's start with 2 facts about Kenya that sound almost made up, but they are absolutely real. First is the Nairobi National Park. Right next to the buzzing capital of Nairobi sits Nairobi National Park. The only national park in the world located inside a capital city. Imagine lions and giraffes roaming freely, with skyscrapers posing in the background. It's wildlife meets Wi-Fi. Second, the Great Wildebeest Migration. Every year, over 1.5 million wildebeest, joined by zebras and gazelles, thunder across the plains in what's known as Great Wildebeest Migration. It's dramatic, dusty, and often called one of the 7 wonders of the natural world. Nature's greatest road trip, no traffic lights, just instinct. In Kenya, the extraordinary isn't rare, it's routine. Kenya's story doesn't stop at its borders, it reaches across oceans. A growing number of people from the African diaspora, particularly African Americans and Afro-Caribbeans, are reconnecting with Kenya through relocation, investment, and cultural exchange. Rooted in Pan-African ideals championed by leaders like Jomo Kenyatta, this modern return home movement reflects a search for belonging, opportunity, and healing. Government-supported initiatives, including Journey Back to Eden, encourage tourism, investment, and deeper diaspora engagement. For many newcomers, Kenya represents not just a destination, but a reconnection. Across history, heritage, and hope, Kenya continues to build bridges, not just roads. From independence with Jomo Kenyatta to today's tech-savvy Silicon Savannah, Kenya leads in innovation, culture, and athletics. Its legacy? Resilience and reinvention. Today, Kenya stands as a dynamic and influential country in Africa, proud of its past, aware of its lessons, and steadily writing its next chapter. If you love this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe, because the soul of Africa has so much more to reveal.